Alright, folks. It's time to start the third and final route of Starfox. It's been a long road, hasn't it? Well, not really. But anyways, it's our last time to visit Corneria, and it's gonna be a blast. I like how General Pepper even lampshades it. You picked the hardest course. But the whole thing about taking Venom by surprise kind of amuses me because this is the longest path. I guess sneak attacks do require a bit more planning, but going through two whole planets, both are controlled but kind of by Andros, it's like, shouldn't he know we're coming at that rate? But regardless, Corneria 3 is at sunset, as I mentioned two previous times, I think. It looks actually pretty. um, So these towers here, you'd think they'd be against you, but they're actually shooting for you, opening the way for your sneak attack. Once again, loudly announcing your sneak attack totally works. Now there's these little checkpoints you want to go under. Why do you want to go under these in particular? Well, it activates a twin blaster to appear in a little cove up ahead. Or a hangar, I should say. Go through all four of these, and the one on the left has your twin blaster. Now, a friend of mine was asking, is it Fox saying twin blaster when it activates? And I actually think it is because, you know, the talk at the end with General Pepper and Fox of each route, I think it's the same voice. I'd have to listen to it again, though. Generally, Corneria 3 has a lot more obstacles for you to deal with, like these blue towers now are actually, in a spot they can hit you. You actually want to shoot at them to make sure they, fall before you go over them, because they do tons of damage. And I mean tons. There's a lot more to avoid. Also on Route 3, generally your flight speed is a lot faster, so you're going to have to watch out for that. Also, these guys carrying around blue platforms now, they don't do anything. They don't, fall upwards. And these wireframe things, no different than the platforms they were holding in the other routes. Oh, there's two of them carrying it. Must be a big job. And I missed that. That will haunt me. Now these platforms here, yeah, you want to kind of go slow around these last buildings because, yeah, they're hidden around corners, as you can see right there. Or maybe not around that corner, but yeah, go left here if you want the checkpoint, because if you go right, you won't have a checkpoint for the whole stage. These guys are carrying big old, pillars, or heck, they might even be shields. Well, the first guy had a shield, the others are just like, oh, we're building stuff. Now stay low here, because they will try to blindside you. I thought it was that part earlier. My bad on the earliness there. Now, the boss is actually different. It's still pitifully easy. It's this attack rover. Basically the gimmick is it has three cover platforms that have turrets under them. Destroy the cover platforms that spin at you, threateningly, and they won't be able to respawn the turrets below. You can only really hit them when they're spinning at you, though. You can't really go for them while they're... Yeah, so when they're looking like that, they occasionally will try to actually go at you, but you can blow them up pretty fast. They'll shoot missiles, they'll shoot energy blasts. These turrets are pretty pathetic, too. And once again, Corneria's boss just doesn't know how to be a proper boss. So, farewell, Corneria. We might see you in Final Fantasy. maybe. Except spelled differently and pronounced slightly differently. And now we get into the real meat of Route 3. Which is, you know, another asteroid belt. Because it wouldn't be Star Fox without an asteroid belt. And the tractor beam he mentions here will become important when we get to the boss of this stage. More on that when we get there. And they spare no time to try to kill you. Andros, despite this being a sneak attack, it knows you guys are coming. These mines will shoot energy blasts at you, and they're generally quite annoying, especially later when they start shooting like waves and bursts at you. Try to pick them off at a distance. Because they get way worse later. I want offensive mines. Well, you know, that's redundant. But anyways, I want mines that can shoot things before they explode. That'd be nice to have. Now, there's the burst I was talking about. Some of the later ones will start bursting in this pattern. Other ones will get even better. Generally, the blue ones are the ones with the bursts. The red ones are the basic one-shot. So just avoid the asteroids like before, and there's a guy with another twin fire, so here goes our hyper fire. I guess maybe it's called plasma shot in this, I don't remember. So now we have asteroids that shoot things at us. I swear Andros has funding towards the randomness things. Though there's the super burst. And here's where the level gets intense. The upcoming asteroid field is quite crazy. The basic enemies again. Basic save people. Of course, they have to have a Sector X reference somewhere. You shoot the life ring for your extra life. You might need it on this route, especially when you get to the likes of Fortuna and Macbeth. Now these jerks, they will shoot at you, and if you get in front of where they are, or sometimes not even, they'll launch the asteroid they're hanging on at you, and it hurts. It hurts a lot. Wow, Slippy actually got someone. And now you have asteroids with faces that launch at you. Maybe Andros is using his telekinesis, because, yeah, he's a psychic. I have no idea why I bombed that. Oh, wait, yeah, to get rid of that guy. So, weave around where these guys start, because if you keep going on your trajectory, it'll be very hard to avoid them. Welcome to the spindle wheel, boss. The gimmick is, if you don't have your plasma shot, the rotating blade will actually reflect your shots back at you. The tractor beam, that's what the tractor beam is. And if it catches you, you need to roll like a madman. You need to roll anyways to avoid it in the first place. So just roll a lot. Now, these 6 protruding platforms are what you have to destroy, and you need to destroy them before you do anything else. When the blades stop, there will be 3 that are open, 3 that are closed, or less or more, depending on, you know, your current progress. They'll always try to shoot the tractor beam at you when it starts spinning again. Missiles when it starts up. And generally, this boss just takes patience. That's a lot of bosses on this route, though. It's a lot of patience. And if you aren't a patient fighter pilot, you might get knocked down. Now the blades are in an annoying spot because if they stop, they're in such a position that the two I have left will, be covered. Or they'll both be open. And the blade will shoot out at you after the boss is gone, and it can hurt you. It's quite irritating, actually. Because if I recall right, when I was younger, I actually did kill the boss and then it killed me, so it didn't count. It was pretty amusing. My cousin was like, "Oh, you just got owned." I'm like, "Shut up. Play me in Mega Man X. We'll see what happens." We used to race in Mega Man X. Long story. Anyways, next time we'll continue on the very interesting Fortuna. Till then, bye.